Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Shining Force 3. We're on the premium disc and we're going to start the special battles. So, go into the special battles, and this is a collection of basically like a hero's test format of battles. Once you're in, you're in. Once you progress to the next floor, it counts as a new battle, so all of your HP and MP are refilled. But if you lose anyone in that battle, they stay dead in the next battle. So you want to be very, very, very careful about how you play this, because the battles, kind of unlike the hero's tests, get progressively harder. As we see here, Enoma. This is a special temple created by the gods. I know my way around here pretty well. Would you like me to show you a way, huh? Are you aware of the dangers? You have to say yes or no. Yes, you are aware of the dangers. Select an option to continue. Alright, so I actually have a file started in the first battle where I rearranged some things. But if you were to start new, you go to begin and you pick a file, whatever file that you already have set up. As you see here, this was the one that we have for the Apostle of Light. That was our ending. Select the members of your force. Once you pick an army, or once you pick one, you get to pick what force you go into. Symbios, I can't seem to get rid of him. He seems to be a mainstay, so Symbios will be in it, and then you get to pick for every character that you actually had unlocked and available at the time. So everyone that you encountered that you unlocked that became a member of the force, all the way down to Jane. We get Jane. So, and as you see, her class is Innovandal. That's interesting. So I actually already have a force to set. I have a force set up. We're gonna continue from that force. That is our force. Symbios, Grace, Hayward, Julian, Khan, Murasame, Median, Hidoba, Gracia, Bridget, Proton, and Spirial. Very interesting force. This is the force that I've chosen that we're going to go into. Besides, we get the three heroes plus Gracia, so 4 hero class people, which means a lot of strength right off the bat. Downside is a lot of weakness right off the bat, because as they are all heroes, if Julian dies in battle, we lose. If Median dies in battle, we lose. If Gracia dies in battle, so forth and so on. We don't want any of that to happen. What I've actually done with this force, and the reason why I've done it this way, before I show off the bad guys, I went in and I gave Bridget Jane's Steel Tiara. So that way, all of my female casters have means of restoring MP naturally, in addition to Bridget's ability to cast Drain. As you see, I've given everyone potions, healing drops. Murasame has a sleepy one for some reason. Just the items that they got off the drops in battle, like Symbios has a dragon axe for no reason. So yes, this is my force, and they're badass. This is going. I have not played with this force. They're going to be badass, but as you can see, friendships are kind of lacking in this force, so we do have that weakness. The first floor boss, we have the Kraken, or Octopus, for this fight. He has been a mainstay in Shining Force lore since Shining Force 1. This battle is pretty much the same as it was in the previous scenario, so it is not a threat whatsoever. I am going to kill everything available in this fight as well. There's no sense in pulling your punches in this fight. Just kill it. Have fun, kill it. Go about your merry way. I kind of put this force together based off of numerical stats. We're gonna see how well that actually plays out for me. Most people typically just use a set force. Most of the playthroughs I've seen of the premium disc fights like this use either a set scenario force that you're used to, like the scenario 1 force, the scenario 2 force, etc. I went with the you have everyone available. Let's cherry pick some of my favorites. Why not? Let's go for it. I've also given everyone all of my high-end items. Surprisingly enough, that did not kill it. I'm kind of surprised by that. And this is the format for all of the battles. We start off on the opposite side of the battlefield. We have the boss on the other side. Most of these are going to be boss-type battles, so everything here is going to be kind of dangerous in terms of don't expect status effects to stick. This is the only fight I can think of where everything that you're fighting something that's not, like, the tentacles are not considered bosses, but this has a boss to minion ratio that's way off compared to the other fights. So most of the other fights are going to be about 4 or 5 bad guys, and they're going to be really high bad guys. I don't want to spoil what the fights are. We'll see them in due time, but as we go through it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Because of that, I opted not to go for people like Hazuki. No. Yes, I'm giving up on the fairy powder. Now, that may seem like a stupid idea in the long run, but I've got a couple of people with antidote, so I'm not too worried about it. Actually, I think I have one person with antidote. I think I have Grace with antidote. Yeah, I've got Grace with antidote. That's about it. So let's hope we don't need antidote, shall we? I'm not going to play around with Zephyrus 1 because it did not kill the last one. But yeah, I opted to not go for people with charm like Hazuki and Broly and characters like that because status effects are not going to stick well on most of these because they're going to have a luck of 9, so slow. I went for the status effects that I know are going to stick. Slow. That's about it. I have, as you can see, I have Resist available. We've got the Octopus, who is the main. Like, I could kill everything, but I'm gonna wait for everything to kind of come near me. We have got Slow, Resist, Support, and Attack. Those are the main spells that I'm going to be sticking with as far as status effects. Everything else is going to be kind of we're gonna stay away from it just in case. Because again, the odds of it sticking kind of low. But this force I kind of picked, like I said, I picked based off of specific stats. I've got a decent amount of magic support, a decent amount of long-range support. And with that, I've got like one actual long-range character. I've got backup healing support with Khan. I've got 2 people with Aura 4. One of them has the ability to recover MP at an accelerated rate. I've got a couple of melee units. I said I only have one ranged unit. That may come back to bite me, but it's all I've got at the moment. So like I said, I am going to go ahead and kill everything because this fight is not going to take long. I kind of wanted to do one video per floor, but that's going to take a long time, especially once we get into the the later floors of this, so to speak. I believe, just like the Heroes test, there are 10 battles. So we do have that to look forward to. Grace recovers MP. That's really why I chose Grace. Like I needed MP restoration abilities. That's what won Bridget over. That's why Bridget is in this force. I will only be able to use 3 of the melee people against a lot of these bosses. But alright, can I hit? No, I can't hit the other one, so we're not going to. We're gonna hit it with Symbios! Yeah, why not? That'll kill everything. Get Symbios some much needed XP, because he's only level 20. Median's close to 22, so... Octopus receives 64 damage. Oh, it doesn't kill the other one. It just kind of stops there. Anyway, Symbios levels up. You can still get levels up, or level ups in here. It's not really... For shits and giggles, we're gonna drop the Sharp Axe. That is the first floor of the premium disc fights. Once you finish, as it shows, a pathway opens up. Just like scenario 1 and 2, when you walk to the second area of the Heroes test. We now come to Battle 2 of the Heroes test. This fight, again, we have 3 bosses and 4 not bosses. We've got Ninja Assassins with Freeze level 3, Confuse level 1. And then we have the 3 Yashas, and all 3 of them have different stats based off of when we encounter them. Yasha 1, 240 HP, 85 MP. Yasha, I think that's Yasha 3. Attack of 86. Is that 86? 88. So those 2 Yashas have the same stats based off of when we encounter them. That Yasha is the 3rd Yasha. So this fight, a little more dangerous, especially since they have Deadly Ice, which will freeze you in place. So we want to be careful how we set that up. But we are going to flank them. We are actually way over-leveled for what we need to be fighting these guys for. If you remember when we fought them the last time. But you want to be careful. You don't want to just rush in. They have confused. Most of our... Another good point is our heroes all have 9 luck. Because we saved lucky cookies for them, and we all have Apollo pins on them. So their luck is maxed out, so we don't need to worry about Confuse hitting them. We still need to worry about their feet being trapped in the ice, so we do worry about that. But the assassins do 1 point of damage through melee hits. Not really that much of a threat. That's going to be Freeze, which is actually going to do a fair bit of damage, because it's a level 3 spell. And because they have AoEs, we want to be very careful about taking damage, so we are actually going to be making a lot of use of Aura 1 in this fight. Because the last thing you want is to accidentally take a couple of hits of damage and then get smacked for something that really had no business killing you in the first place. And really, because I've had several people get injured, I may just Aura 4. I mean, that's probably going to happen. Mirage round will kill the ninja assassin. And just like the other scenarios, we can change the camera angle. Not that that really affects Mirage round, it kind of takes over in its own little special world. Yeah, I'm going to leave my magic users for the bosses. Soul Blast! Hey, that recovered HP. Fantastic. And Murasame for the kill. As you can see, I did not put the strongest katana, because, again, with what we mentioned in the last scenario, that katana plus the Chaos Ring, not really as useful as it could be. Like, it only raised his attack by 1 and lowered his defense by 5. I'm not gonna drop anything for a healing drop. And as you can see, I have the best feasible weapons on everyone. Or the best feasible items, I should say, not weapons. But I stocked everyone up with... Because I figure if I'm not going to use them in the premium disc, like, when am I going to use them? And I'm actually not planning on using them here in the premium disc. I'm going to hold out for them, but I've kept them on as an emergency because I'm not losing anyone in these fights. This is a true test of your strategic ability, so I'm not going to lose anyone. If I do lose someone, that puts me at a great disadvantage. Conquer King! He was dead like several hits ago. And Khan levels up to 21. This is why I wanted to get all 3 forces into the 20 range, because I knew I was going to be using an odd force. I probably should have taken Spuriel out for another ranged fighter. Maybe Bernard, Walt, someone like that. But I figured all of my people are swordsmen. Like, literally everyone in this force is a swordsman. Every one of my attackers. So I wanted to be safe about it. And we're at 18 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and start attacking these guys. I'm gonna be very cautious about how I attack them, though. Because again, you don't want to just send someone up and smack them. We are going to do that. I'm going to set you back 1 so that I can get another melee person in. I cast slow on all 3 of them. Lower their defense and agility so that they take more damage. And all I can do is Zephyrus, so we're going to cast Zephyrus 2 on you. This is why I brought Hidoba. She has primarily assassination spells for single targets, but she does have freeze, which is an AoE, so she's actually good for either situation. Like I said, since most of what we're going to be fighting are individual... And hey, more ninja assassins. Which is fine. We're just gonna start beating the crap out of them. One thing I should have done is saved it at the end of the last. That's one of those things that I really should have done. And yeah, we're gonna do that. I can't hit the ninja assassins in the back, but hey. If I can keep them on the other side, it will be fine. And the first Yasha is going to go down real easy. Because remember, we fought him a long time ago. That's a perfect spot for Hayward to be in. At least for now. That can turn on us very, very quickly. Hey, look! Proton! Smack him around some, would you? 76 damage. That's why I brought Proton, because that was just a regular hit. And you went in with a melee attack when you could have easily crippled my force with that spell. Because it's going to do damage and it's going to freeze us in place, which means I can't move them. I wish it got a different animation than freeze. Like, it has a different effect, you might as well. And I'm at 21 minutes, so I'm probably going to end it here now that I've taken a hit from the Yashas. We'll see what the other Yasha does, because I know he's getting a turn. Oh no! So yeah, I'll go ahead and end this episode here, and I'll see you guys in the next installment. Till then, later everyone.